Back here in the States, Wall Street reacting to the war in the Middle East. Stocks tumbling on Friday to close at their lowest level in over 7 months. Just look at your screen. The Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, all seeing ongoing declines since the start of Operation Epic Fury. Again, exactly 1 month ago today. The drop in these market numbers are led by the volatility in natural energy trading, which, of course, is affecting gas prices. NewsNation's Alicia Nieves is live from Bloomfield, New Jersey. Alicia, good morning. I see the sun coming up behind you, which is good. What are you seeing at the gas pump this morning, though?
Yeah, good morning, Hena. It's sticker shock at this gas station and most gas stations around the country right now. We're 3 cents off of a $4, price per gallon here, and that's just a penny off what we're seeing for the national average, around $3.98. But as we now mark a month into this conflict, that's about $1 higher than what we saw ahead of the conflict. And if that seems high on your screen, just be good, happy you're not in California, Hawaii, or Washington, where prices at the pump as high as $5.85. That's up $1.21 in the past month. Now, most experts say, unfortunately, this is probably not the peak of prices as the Strait of Hormuz. I know you've been talking about this all show. That remains closed, and the White House has extended the deadline for Iran to reopen the strait by at least 10 days. That's millions of barrels of oil that's not going to get through the supply chain. That means these pricing pressures are going to increase, and we know the administration has thrown out a bunch of options to try and moderate the pricing pressures, hoping to even bring them down. The latest being potentially rerouting oil from Venezuela, but I have been talking to experts over the last couple of days who say what comes out of Venezuela on a daily basis is a very small fraction of what is not coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. So it'll be an impact potentially, but very marginal, Hena.
Alicia, we've been telling our viewers how we are 1 month into this war. You and I talk about the economy a lot. How is this affordability picture beyond gas prices changing for so many Americans?
Yeah, I mean, gas prices are the start, and they really affect everything from there. I mean, any industry that relies on gas for any part of its supply chain. The second biggest hit we're starting to see is in the airline industry. We've seen international airliners have to add a surcharge because of the diesel fuel hike that they have been dealing with. Domestic airliners have been warning about this. Some of them now coming out and saying we could see price hikes of 20% in terms of airfare over the next couple of weeks if this conflict continues. And the pricing pressure is going to continue to affect almost all other goods. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to know the actual effect for at least another 2 weeks, as most economic data lags 6 to 8 weeks. But I can tell you the data that we do have right now shows ahead of this conflict, we weren't on the best economic footing. Consumers weren't on the best footing. You look at GDP. We grew last quarter only less than 1% from a 4.4% the previous quarter, showing a slowdown in the growth of the economy. Then you look at inflation, the Fed's favorite gauge for that, PCE, that showed that even ahead of this war, prices were moving higher and higher than expected. And then, of course, there's the stock market, which is not the economy, but it is a reflection of real-time angst about the economy. And that is now entering, correction territory for almost all the major averages. And they've actually touched correction territory, at various points throughout the last 4 weeks. And that's basically, 10 to 20% off their highest points. We've heard from the White House over and over again, this is supposed to be short-term pain for long-term safety and long-term gain. The president, in fact, in the last 24 hours saying, after the war, he expects the economy to skyrocket. It's to be determined if that's what ends up happening here. But for right now, it's been a painful month for a lot of Americans, and it's starting to show up in the economy, Hena.
All right, Alicia Nieves, thank you so much. Live in New Jersey for us this morning, talking gas prices.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.